The Holy Gospel according to Matthew.
Glory to you, O Lord.
When John heard in prison what the Messiah was doing, he sent word by his disciples and said to him, "Are you the one who is to come, or are we to wait for another?" Jesus answered them, "Go and tell John what you hear and see. The blind receive their sight, the lame walk, the lepers are cleansed, the deaf hear, and the dead are raised, and the poor have good news brought to them. And blessed is the one who takes no offense at me." As they went away, Jesus began to speak to the crowds about John. "What did you go out into the wilderness to look at? A reed shaken by the wind? What then did you go out to see? Someone dressed in soft robes? Look, those who wear soft robes are in royal palaces. What then did you go out to see? A prophet? Yes, I tell you, and more than a prophet. What is the one about whom it is written? This is the one about whom it is written. See, I am sending my messenger ahead of you, who will prepare your way before you. Truly I tell you, among those born of women, no one has arisen greater than John the Baptist. Yet the least in the kingdom of heaven is greater than he." The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, O Christ.
You may be seated. Today is the third Sunday in Advent, when we light the candle of joy. Joy is one of those words that in just hearing it makes me happy. Joy is different. It is something that runs deep inside of us, despite the ongoings of the world or our lives. Joy lives in some people easier than it lives in others. Just like some people are more optimistic than others. But joy feeds off positive energy. I think that's why in just hearing the word joy, it brings up a warm feeling for me. I know it's a good thing, and because of that, it awakens that deep sense of joy that some of us have to search a little harder to find inside of us. But once we grasp it, we don't want to let it go because it feels good to be joyful. Joy restores us. It restores our hopes and dreams and enlivens our faith. Joy is one of the divine gifts that lives in us. Whether or not joy lives there easily, it's still inside us. Let's try and get in touch with that sense of joy that connects us to the divine. When I say the word joy, notice in your body where you respond. Joy. Is it a warm feeling in your chest? Or maybe it's a tingling in your arms? Or a feeling in your stomach? If you didn't get it the first time, try again. Where do you feel joy inside you? There's no wrong answer. We need to practice connecting to our joy. Because when the world hurts and life gets hard, which we know that it does, God wants us to trust that sense of divine joy within us. This is God reminding us that everything will be okay, that the naysayers won't get the last word, that the destruction, pain, hatred, and all the isms on earth will fade away, because Christ will be coming again, bringing abounding joy. And we each already have that joy, that divine joy inside of us. We just need to grab hold of it. I think this is what the Isaiah passage was getting at when the writer said, "Everlasting joy shall be upon their heads. They shall obtain joy and gladness, and sorrow and sighing shall flee away." Return to joy over and over again, because God has blessed us with that divine spark of joy within. Connecting to that inner joy when life is hard is what brings us through. I personally have had plenty of times in life when I was not joyful and could barely connect to the joy at all. Depression can bring us down to a place that doesn't feel like joy will ever have a place in our lives again. I'm talking about more than just looking at the bright side when you are finding talking about connecting with our own divinity of Christ within us. And guess what? This takes practice. It doesn't come naturally to everybody. Maybe you were sitting here just now and you couldn't find the feeling of joy resonating in your body. It might just take you a few more times of practicing getting in tune with yourself and trusting the response of joy in your body. Joy responds to other joy. So if you're struggling to feel joy for yourself, spend some time with someone you know who is joyful. This might even be someone who, because of their joy, annoys you or is a little bit too much for you in big doses. There are certainly joyful people here in this congregation to connect with. If you can't find somebody, just let me know and I'll connect you. Just spend a little time in that person's presence and receive their joy. Let it fill the dark places inside you that say that there isn't joy to be found because of X, Y, or Z in your life or in the world. God wants us to live where joy abounds in our lives, where we feel connected to the divine gift of joy within us. And in order to connect with our inner joy right now, I'd like to shout out some of the joyful things in our lives. Certainly, the baptism of the quadruplets today is a joyful moment. Family. Health. Faith. Love. Dancing. Sunshine. Sorry, I didn't hear that one. Memories, yes. Success, singing. Snow. Rest. Opportunity. Community. Sunshine. Rainbows. Dogs.
Snow on the mountain for skiing.
Snow on the mountain to go skiing. Hey, we can be specific with joy. Jets. Cats. See, look at all the joy just rustling about right now. Any other joys? Chocolate. Good food. Coffee. Well, if you are struggling to find joy in your life right now, I hope and pray that you will latch on to someone else's joy and feel it to help you find your own. Joy lives inside each of us. So let's spread it and keep spreading it until the whole world knows the love of God. Amen.